importance of females in the ancient world. Hey folks, male dominance is all around the world, that too, almost in all fields, but, do you know in the ancient civilizations, this dominance was not as prominent as it is now? Keeping that in mind, we decided to make this video, in which we have explored some major fields, where we see a lot of male dominance currently. We have listed the importance of women in the ancient world, in some major fields. But before that, if you are watching this channel for the first time, then do subscribe to the channel for more such factual videos. Also, hit the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever we upload a new video. 1. More than 70% of moms with kids under 18 work today. In 1975, fewer than 50% did. Women were not allowed to work outside of the home once upon a time. The majority of women who worked as maids and seamstresses, took in the laundry, or worked in one of the traditionally female fields did so as maids. Nowadays, more women are working outside the home and holding a variety of jobs, with some even making it to the top of business, technology, and science fields. 2. The two highest IQs ever recorded are both by women. The columnist and author, Marilyn Vos Savant, is a high IQ woman. IQ tests are not perfect for measuring intelligence, so these numbers should be taken with a grain of salt. It helps show that women are not inferior to men in intelligence, as has been claimed for centuries. 3. Before 1928, women were not allowed to compete in track and field at the Olympics. The ancient Greeks and Romans may have allowed women to participate in the Herring Games. When it came to the Olympics, both ancient and modern events were off limits to women. The events were banned until 1960 because they were too much for the untrained female athletes, and many collapsed after the 800-meter race. 4. The first woman to pitch in a professional baseball game was Vern Mitchell. Mitchell proved that it wasn't because women couldn't play, but because they didn't have much of a presence in baseball. She struck out Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth during an exhibition game. Kennesaw Mountain Landis, the baseball commissioner, banned women from the sport later that year due to her performance. 5. In times when it was not appropriate for women to contribute to the literature, they often wrote under pen names. Marian Evans, Louisa May Alcott, and Jane Austen are just a few of the female authors who have had to use fake names. The vast majority of singers in the early years of the blues were women. Some of the biggest players in the form of music were actually women, according to new research, which goes against the common idea of just what the blues are, or what they should sound like. 6. Hatshepsut was one of the most powerful women in the ancient world, and she was the only female pharaoh in recorded history. She ruled for over 20 years and was the fifth pharaoh of the 18th dynasty. The temples and inscriptions where her images were defaced were meant to wipe her from history. She reigned as a favorable one according to accounts. Now that you have come halfway to this video, hit the like button if you have liked it so far, also subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon, so you don't miss out on any video. 7. Josephine Baker was working as a singer, dancer, and actress in France during World War II. She helped the war movement by sending many messages to the French soldiers. She hides her messages inside her dress or on her sheet music. In addition to her work in the war, Baker was the first African-American female to star in a major motion picture, performed in a concert hall, and played a significant role in the civil rights movement. 8. In 1756, during America's colonial period, Lydia Chapin Taft was the first woman to vote with the consent of the electorate. This privilege was only enjoyed by all women in 1920. Before a major town vote, her husband passed away, so Taft was allowed to vote. She was allowed to stand in for him. 9. A woman was the first person to attempt to go over the falls in a barrel. Annie Edson Taylor, a 43-year-old teacher from Michigan, plunged over the falls in 1901. She swore to never take them on again after surviving with only a small gash on her head. 10. A proposal to punish women for using makeup for witchcraft was put forward to the British Parliament in the 1770s. The use of makeup was frowned upon during this time due to the effect it would have on men, and women who were thought to be luring men in with scents, makeup, wigs, or other cosmetics were thought to be doing the devil's work. The Queen was against makeup, calling it impolite. 11. Margaret Sanger, a birth control activist, was arrested in 1916 for distributing birth control information. She tried to give women control over their reproduction, even though her views are questionable. Birth control is still a hot issue, with some conservative groups condemning it entirely. 12. Hedy Lamarr was not just a pretty face, she was an inventor as well. Wanting to contribute to the war effort during World War II, Lamarr's invention was a radio-controlled torpedo device that could be used to prevent torpedoes from being jammed. The technology was used in subsequent conflicts even though it wasn't adopted for World War II. 13. A lot of the interface elements for the Apple Macintosh were developed by Susan Kare. You might think that women aren't involved in the development of computer technology, but you'd be wrong. Early Mac users clicked on the little icons every day, and Kare helped develop most of them. After leaving Apple in the 80s, she is still working with new technologies and improving the design. And that's it for the day. Which one of these amazed you the most? Tell us in the comments. Stay tuned with facts, folks, and fun for more such content. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any video. Do share the video with your friends.